Hello, and welcome to Turning Your Dreams into Reality. My name is Jennifer. I've been a mind-body coach for over 25 years, and I am so glad to see you and have you on this experience with me. We are going to turn our dreams into reality. If you already have your dreams and goals, that's great. Even if you do, I want you to think about this for a moment. If it was a year from now, what would the best year of your life look like? What would it be for your finance, your relationships, work? Maybe you want to buy a new house. Maybe you want to lose weight, travel more. So if it was a year from now and we're looking back at our year, what would the best year look like? Take some time, pause the video, and really think about that. No holds bars. Don't let money hold you back. Don't let what other people think or your fear of what other people might think hold you back. We're talking about you and your dreams and your goals. What would be the best year ever for you? For example, if this was my best year ever and I'm looking back, my book that I've been working on will have already been published. I will be in schools teaching my classes, and I'll have connected with more people just like you. And for me, that would be the best year ever as far as my business is concerned. Relationship, I'd like to go on dates once a month. That would be the best year of my romantic relationships with my husband. You know, everybody's working. And we are busy, and I want to spend more time going back to those dating years. So that would be an idea of what my best year might look like. So we're talking about your best year. Make a list of what your best year would look like. Once you have that list, now we're going to take the list of where you want to be, where you want your best year ever to be, and we're going to make a list of where you are now. So if we're going back to my example, let's just say for my classes, I want to get into the schools. How many schools do I want to get into? How many classes do I want to get into? So I need to close the gap of I've been in a few schools to I want to be in 10 schools teaching my courses 2 times a week. So now I'm starting to close that gap and get a little bit more specific. If it's buying a house, when do you want to buy a house? What type of house do you want to buy? Where do you want to live? So we're starting to get the momentum of closing the gap to our perfect, almost perfect year. Nothing's perfect. We get sidetracked and we get gifts that we weren't expecting. We'll get into that a little bit more in detail later. So right now we have our best year ever, and then we're going to reverse engineer that. So what does that mean? That means we're going to take our best year ever, our goals and our dreams, and now we're going to look over 12 months, because we have a year, and what do we need to do to close the gap between where we are now and where we want to be, our goal. Once we reverse engineer it, then we're going to plug in what we need to do in each month. So we have an idea of what the month will look like. If it's weight loss and you want to lose, let's just say you want to lose 12 pounds, that's £1 a month. What do you need to do in that 1 month to lose that 1 pound? Maybe it's cut back on some of your carbohydrates. Maybe it's exercise a little bit more, drink more water. But you see you start to break it down even more. We want to take where we want to be, the big goal, and start to break it down over the 12 months. Because when we break it down into the 12 months, then we're going to break the month down into weeks and the weeks down into days. And let's just say the goal of losing weight is to get up, move your body for 30 minutes, drink some water, and make sure you eat more protein and green vegetables. And that's your goal for the day. You do that every day over the course of the 7 days, and then the 4 weeks, and then the 12 months, you're going to see a big shift in your life and your energy. So all we're doing is taking the big goal, we're breaking it down into bite-sized pieces. After we do the bite-sized pieces, well, let's get back. Let me take a step back a little bit. Once you have your big goal, I want you to write it down. Let's start there. Start writing your big goal down. So if your goal is to lose 12 pounds, I want to lose 12 pounds, or I want to weigh such and such by whatever the date. So we start to get specific. Or maybe your goal isn't to lose weight. Maybe it's like, I just want to exercise 3 days a week. Whatever your goal, you're going to write it down. I write my goal on an index card, and then you're going to keep that goal somewhere where you can see the first thing in the morning and read your goal right before you go to bed. So we're going to first identify our goal, our dream. We're going to write it down, and then we're going to break it down. Also writing those down. And then we're going to break it down even more. So we have our goal. We broke it down over 12 months. And then the 12 months, we broke it down into the 4 weeks. And then we do the 7 days. After we've written it down, you're going to read your goal every day. You're going to read your goal in the morning, and you're going to read it at night. Why? Your mind has a filtration system. It's called an RAS, reticular activated system. And what it does is it allows, it's like a filter. It allows things in and out. So as you read your goal, you're reminding yourself and your subconscious mind that this is something that you want. And then when you do it first thing in the morning, it's, oh, my goal. And then you start to do things and look for things throughout the day to achieve your goal. And your mind helps you do that as well. You also read it at night because your subconscious mind will spend all night working on that goal. Pretty cool, right? Read your goal in the morning. Read your goal at night. So we have our big goal. We have our goal or dream. We've broken it down. We've written it down. And now we're reading it. So we're reinforcing, we're staying connected to our goal. The next thing that I want you to do is start to visualize your goal. Now, why? When we visualize our goal in as much detail as possible, visualize it. How would you feel when you've achieved this goal? How maybe you're going to be dressing different, acting different. We want to start to close the gap again between where you are now and where you want to be, your goal, your dream. And in doing that, we're sending mixed signals to our minds and bodies. So it's, I'm here, but I'm thinking and feeling here. So then our body gets confused. Well, I'm over here, but you want to be over there. See, we need to start thinking and feeling as if we've already achieved our goal. So when we get to our goal, it feels natural and normal. We are going to be in this state of discomfort until we settle into our new comfort level. So just rest assured and be gentle with yourself. If you have a setback here and there, that's okay. We're living life. The idea is to move the needle of your life a little bit at a time. And remember, we're going to be a different person. In doing that, we have to do different things. So whatever your goal is, I want you to start to visualize already achieving that. I'll give you an example. I wanted a Jeep years ago, a couple years ago, during the pandemic, no less. And I went online, I printed a picture of the Jeep that I wanted. So I had the visual, and then I would visualize myself driving to the Jeep, with driving to the beach with the doors off, the roof off, and I could feel the sun in my face and the winds in my hair, and I could smell all the great oceans, that smells that we have here in New Jersey. And then, so it was really real for me. I could feel it. So I could see it in my head and I can feel it in my body. Now, why is that important? When you have a thought creates a feeling. And when you have the thought and the feeling, it creates a strong bond. So I was creating a thought of a Jeep and the feeling of a Jeep. So then I started to see Jeeps and call Jeeps. I also, what you're going to do is make a vision board. I put the picture of the Jeep on my vision board. So whatever your goal or your dream, if it's a new house, maybe it's a new body, maybe it's a new job, I want you to take a picture, or maybe if you're artistic, you draw a picture and put that picture somewhere where you can see. Again, so we're filtering in our minds what we want for our goal. So we have our goal, we've written it out, we're reading our goal. Now we're seeing our goal, and then we're also visualizing. So we're going to close our eyes and feel our goal. So visualizing happens in two ways. The vision board that you can create, and I just honestly print out pictures from the internet and I put them on my board. So I can visually see the thing that I want and desire. And then I close my eyes and I spend about 5 to 10 minutes visualizing being that, whether it's owning the Jeep, which I did, and now it's being the author of my book. So I'm visualizing my first book signing, because I'm getting into, I'm feeling it. I'm closing my eyes. I see the bookstore that I'm going to be in, and I'm visualizing signing my books for people. That's how real. So now it starts to become a part of my day, a part of my life. And it's what I think about. So you have your goal, you wrote it down, you're reading it morning and night. So you're reminding your mind on what you want to achieve. And now you're visualizing it. So you're seeing it and you're also feeling it in your body. And then you're going to act as if. So you're acting the part, whether it's being a writer, maybe it's a new job promotion, maybe it's owning your new home, whatever it is. Now I want you to start to act. Maybe it's something that you have to wear different clothes for. Maybe you're, I was a yoga instructor and now I want to be an author. So maybe I get out of my yoga pants every now and then, just saying. So whatever it is, you want to start really feeling the part, and then it becomes a part of your everyday. So everything is about what you want to become. You're reminding yourself all day long of where you want to go. Because let's face it, when we're trying to do something new, our old habits keep drawing us back. And that's okay. That's human nature. That's normal. But we want to create something new. So we have to remind ourselves that we're creating something new. And in reminding ourselves, we're doing that through reading our goals in the morning, reading them before bed. So our subconscious mind can help us. And I know I'm repeating some things, but repetition is the master of skill. So we're going to be repeating our goals. I'm repeating the tools that'll help you get closer to your goal. So one more time, I'm going to repeat. We're going to write our goals in as much detail as possible. You're going to read your goal in the morning and nights, visualize your goal. So you're going to see it on a vision board. And then you're also going to close your eyes and envision that feeling of already achieving your goal. And now you're going to act as if you've already achieved it. So in the visualization, you're acting at it as is, but also throughout the day. And the last thing I want to share in reaching your goal, well, two more things. On our phone, most of your phone have timers. And so what I've done is I've set timers 3 times a day with new habits that I want to establish as routines. So I'm reminded. I have one at 10 o'clock in the morning. Then I have a reminder at 3 o'clock, and then at 7 o'clock when I'm unwinding. And they're just reminders that, oh, this is what I want to create. Oh, this is the person I want to become. Because as we move through our day, things come up, we get busy, and we forget that we're trying to make certain changes. Okay, ready? Write it down. We're writing down our goals. We're reading our goals 2 times a day, first thing in the morning, because that's what you want to put in your brain. First thing in the morning is your goal. And then the last thing right before you go to bed is your goal, because what you take in 45 minutes before you go to sleep is what your mind is going to work on. So let's be really, really productive as we sleep and only put our goal in our minds. You're going to visualize your goal, actually seeing it, and then feeling it, how it's going to feel when you've achieved that goal. And the last important thing, you're going to make a list of 3 to 5 things, action steps that are going to help you move closer towards your goal. I say 3 to 5, and some of them can be just wellness goals and some could actually be goals, but you want to be doing something daily that's going to move you closer to your goal. And also using your phone as a tool by setting alarms and reminders. Maybe it's a reminder, oh, I got to read my goals if this is something new to you. I am so excited for you to turn your dreams into a reality. I cannot wait. Please let me know what you're working on. You can email me. You can message me, Oxygen Minds Body on Instagram. I'm on Facebook. I'd love to see you. All right, go out and make those dreams a reality.